How do? It's Terry Bush here. You know, one of the best things for me about working in pub is the stories. Listening to the stories, you find out all sorts, and how it just takes all sorts to make a world, doesn't it? Here's one. Last Saturday, I'm working in the pub. Carl's upstairs. He's left me in charge because it's quiet. You know, there's only like the racing on, a couple of old fellas in the corner. I think the soccer were on later, but I don't pay much attention to soccer since Cloughie died. Anyway, so I'm minding my own business, just polishing glasses, emptying dishwasher. In walks Ralphie Bradshaw, my old pal. Now, I were a similar age to Ralphie Bradshaw. I think he were in the year above me. Anyway, I ain't seen him for ages. Not since like that party we had for Queen's Jubilee in the pub. Now, if you remember that party were finished by 8 o'clock because that, you know, what happened with the DJ. I think his name was Marky B or something like that. Anyway, you'll remember it. He overloaded a multi-plug and got a bloody electric shock. Burnt all his hands so badly, all his fingers and that fused together. Couldn't get them apart. Fused together like a bloody sea lion. Like a flipper, honestly. Like a flipper, all smooth and all. And yeah, so his DJing days are over, and you know, he's like 36-year-old, so he's not going to become a professional swimmer now. Anyway, I saw Ralphie Bradshaw tells me this story about his brother, Ricky. Now, Ricky's like 60 odd now, he's older than us, and tells me that Ricky Bradshaw split up with his wife of 35 years, Mary. Now, if you don't know Mary, Mary's mum lived off Huntsman's Drive and she had a cat's home. She ran a cat's home. She ran it from inside the house. So she had like 20, 30 cats at any given time, you know. And you'll have read about that in the Mercury. You'll have read about that because unfortunately she fell down the stairs and she died. She hit her head and died, and no one found her for about 6 days. But the cats found her, and you know, let's put it this way: it were a closed casket. The funeral were, and anyway, so it tells me this story about his brother Ricky Bradshaw. He's only bloody left Mary and taken up with this young 22-year-old lass called Chelsea. Now, I didn't know any of this, but last year I saw Ricky Bradshaw and I knew something were wrong. Something just looked off because, as I say, he's in his mid-60s and he were wearing skinny jeans. He'd gone grey years ago, but he had like frosted tips in his hair, bleached the ends, skinny jeans. Some of these white shiny pumps that the young uns wear now. He were drinking a can of that bloody Monster Fizzy Techno drink. He had a Nirvana t-shirt on, leather jacket with hoodie. I mean, he just looked bloody ludicrous. I mean, the man's a grandfather. He's got kids that wouldn't even dress like that. But anyway, so he's bloody left poor Mary and shacked up with his Chelsea, 22-year-old. They live down the road now above the butcher's in a masonette. And So Ralphie tells me that about a year into the relationship, young Chelsea falls pregnant. And, you know, bloody Ricky's old enough to be a father. Well, probably old enough to be a grandfather, to be honest. But, you know, he's chuffed. He's doing the right thing and sticking by her and playing the doting father. Anyway, so gets to about 7 months in. This poor lass Chelsea, she's about 7 months gone. Ricky only has a bloody stroke. And I don't know whether it was the stress of the pregnancy, or just, you know, he's old, isn't he? He's older than me, as I said, but he has a bloody stroke. And, you know, this poor Chelsea lass now, you know, this was last year. Apparently, the baby's been born. Lovely, healthy baby. They've called it Ian, which you don't hear so often now, do you? A baby called Ian. But, you know, this poor Chelsea lass now, she's got to teach them both to talk. It's a shame, is that, though?